What if I told you, one of television's most beloved child stars lived a life that ended in heartbreak before she even turned 19? Anissa Jones was the sweet, lovable Buffy on Family Affair. To millions of viewers, she represented innocence, warmth, and the perfect childhood. But behind the cameras, her real life was anything but perfect. Anissa's rise to fame happened almost overnight. At just 6 years old, she became a household name, appearing weekly in homes across America. Fame, money, attention. It all came fast. But what didn't come was stability. Her parents' marriage was already falling apart. And when they divorced, it left Anissa caught in the middle of a painful and confusing reality. While the world saw a smiling child star, behind the scenes, she was dealing with emotional instability no child should face. Still, she kept performing. Still, she kept smiling. Because that's what was expected of her. But then, everything changed. In 1971, Family Affair was suddenly canceled. And just like that, the spotlight disappeared. No more scripts. No more cameras. No more Buffy. For a child who had grown up in front of millions, the silence was overwhelming. Anissa struggled to find her identity outside of the role that made her famous. Directors couldn't see her as anything other than Buffy. Opportunities disappeared, and so did her sense of direction. And that's when things began to spiral. As a teenager, she fell into the wrong crowd. Parties, late nights, and eventually drugs. It was a dangerous escape from a life she no longer understood. Those close to her noticed the change. But no one could stop what was coming. By the time she was 18, the damage had already been done. In 1976, Anissa Jones was found unresponsive. The cause, a tragic overdose. She was just 18 years old. The news shocked the nation. How could a child so full of life end up like this? But the truth is, her story wasn't just about fame. It was about what happens when a child is given everything, except the support they truly need. Years later, her story still stands as one of Hollywood's most heartbreaking reminders. Because behind the laughter, behind the fame, behind the character we all loved, there was a young girl, struggling to survive. And in the end, she didn't make it.